5 real mysteries in Vietnam that will give you chills. Top 1. The color-changing Ta Pa Lake. In the sacred Seven Mountains region of An Giang lies a strange, beautiful lake known as Ta Pa Lake. At first glance, its surface is calm and mirror-like, but within seconds the water shifts from jade green to cloudy yellow to inky black, all while the sky above remains clear and bright. Scientists have studied it, claiming the phenomenon is caused by reflections, algae, and minerals. But locals say otherwise. Even on windless, cloudless days, the lake changes color, as if an unseen hand stirs beneath the surface. They believe Ta Pa is a gateway between the living and the dead. When the water changes hue, it's said the spirits are sending an omen of fortune or of doom. So even today, as tourists flock to see its strange beauty, villagers still whisper prayers when the lake shifts, paying respect to whatever unseen force dwells beneath its silent waters. Top 2. The Hill of Two Graves. On a misty pine hill in Ya Lat, 2 graves lie side by side, the resting place of a tragic love story. Long ago, a young couple often met here at sunset. They planted 2 pine trees together, promising to marry once the trees grew tall. But war tore them apart. The man went to battle. The woman waited, listening to the whispering wind through the pines, as if hearing his voice call her name. Then came the news. He was dead. In her wedding dress, she climbed the hill one last time and drowned herself in the lake below. Months later, the man returned, alive. When he learned what had happened, he went mad with grief and chose to be buried beside her forever. Since then, locals say that on foggy nights, blue lights flicker around the graves. Travelers have heard a man and woman calling to each other in the wind, their voices blending with the rustle of the pines, like the forest itself is mourning their love. Top 3. Hoa Lo Prison, Hanoi. In the bustling heart of Hanoi stands a place once known as Hell on Earth, Hoa Lo Prison. Built by the French in the late 19th century, it held thousands of Vietnamese patriots, tortured, starved, and executed in the dark. The solitary cells were barely big enough for one body. No light, no warmth, only the stench of death. Chains scraped against stone, screams echoed and died, leaving behind silence and rot. They say that when night falls and the museum closes, footsteps can still be heard in the halls, slow, heavy, dragging chains. Some claim to have seen a faint figure in a prisoner's uniform, pausing before an old cell, then vanishing into the wall. No one knows if it's imagination or the restless souls of those who perished, still trapped in the eternal fire of Hoa Lo.
Top 4. An Bang Cemetery, Hue City. Amid the white sands of Phu Vang District lies An Bang, a village of the dead known as the City of Ghosts. From afar, thousands of tombs rise like palaces, covered in colorful tiles that shimmer under the sun. Each costs hundreds of millions of Hong, some even more than $1 billion. Yet within this splendor lies an eerie stillness. At night, the moonlight casts blue and crimson shadows across the tombs. The sound of waves blends with the whispering wind between narrow paths. Locals tell of flickering lights and wandering figures moving between the graves. Some swear they've heard their names softly called, even though no one else was there. An Bang isn't just a resting place. It's a parallel world, where memories and spirits linger, caught between the sea breeze and the sands of time. Top 5. The Gate of Silent Death, Hanoi. Hidden in the cliffs of Sai Sun Mountain lies a place villagers call QUAN, the Gate of Silent Death. A narrow crack in the rock leads into a cavern where no sunlight ever reaches. Legend says that centuries ago, Lugia's rebel soldiers hid there from invaders until the cave entrance was sealed. Trapped inside, they perished in eternal darkness. Later, when the cave was rediscovered, people found over 3,000 skeletons lying atop one another, frozen in time. At night, when the mountain wind blows through the stones, it sounds like a sigh from the underworld. Those brave enough to go deep inside with a flashlight say the stalactites resemble faces staring back, eyes glinting when the light flickers. No one knows what is real or imagined. They only know this: the gate of silence. Death is more than a cave. It's a threshold between the living and the dead, where time stops and lost souls still whisper in the dark.
When night falls, the stories of the CUA 2AM and Bang Cemetery and Hill of the Two Graves are still whispered from one person to another, like murmurs from another realm. Though eerie and mysterious, these places hold a strange, haunting beauty, where memories, souls, and time intertwine in silence. If one day you set foot in Vietnam, take a moment to visit these places, not only to hear the ghostly tales that linger in the air, but to feel the breath of history and the quiet presence of souls still telling their stories through the mist. There are places not meant just to be seen, but to be heard, and to remind us that the boundary between two worlds was never truly separate.